Hey, it's Viviana and welcome back to my darkroom. If this is your first time here, I'm a film photographer and I love working in the darkroom, creating photographs the old school way. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for joining me once again for another workday in the darkroom. I'm super excited because it's another print day. I think I want to continue working on the series of photos I was working on last week. Let me remind you. This is the photograph I decided to print last week on 16 by 20 fiber-based paper, which is my favorite. This is a portrait of my best friend, Brenda. I want to keep working with it. So that's exactly what we're going to do this work day. I'm excited for this print and I hope you guys stay and join me. I hope it's magical and beautiful and special. So let's get started. You would think that choosing the negative would be the most enjoyable and easiest part of printing in the darkroom, but for me, it's the opposite. It's so challenging, and I spend so much time choosing the correct negative. And that is an odd thing to say. What is correct? I guess when I say that, I mean as what negative speaks to me the most. What do I want to invest my time, my energy to? What do I feel like deserves attention and a story to be told? And this negative, I feel like I just had to give it another try because it's not the first time I work with this negative. I loved this photograph so much, but I also remembered that it was very challenging. But I'm never scared to manipulate the photo. I enjoy this part so much. I love dodging and burning, and I felt like I could accept this challenge once again. I never realized how stubborn I was until I started printing in the darkroom. I would invest way too much energy and materials to a photograph, and I never knew when it was okay to give up on. I think in general, in art, because you're already so fully invested, it's difficult to give up on something. And because materials are so expensive, that's the one thing that really made me practice giving up and accepting that it's actually for the best. It's not a terrible thing to do. I felt like it was so unfair, but it actually is the best thing you could do. So once again, if I have to think on the bright side of the expense of materials, I guess it gives me the gift of realizing when to move on. So you will not be surprised to hear that I, unfortunately, but gratefully, came to the conclusion to give up on this print. I chose another negative from the same photo session of my friend Brenda. This next photograph has me so captivated. I feel like it's very deep and raw, just like the previous photo I was working on. But there are some differences. The previous photo of Brenda, I feel like there was such deep sorrow, and it was very in the moment of her processing a pain, and you just could feel her wound and slight shock of it. And in this next photo of her, I feel like it's held with a mission. There's action being in the process of being delivered. And it's so simple. I feel like the biggest action one can do is being unapologetic, being their true self. Just the simple act of expressing all that is not acceptable, like good, that's already an act of fighting for yourself. It's such a great tool, and I feel like so many people they're not true to themselves because they worry about those around them. And in this moment, I love that nothing is important. This is an act of saying all that you wish you could, but not saying it verbally. And that's so powerful. I love it so much. As I hear myself saying this and giggling from it, I guess what I find funny is that bottom line is there's just so much anger. I feel so much anger, and it's so amazing to be able to express it, because I feel like you just can't do that. You can't, and it's not accepted. But thanks to this art form, or just art in general, it's okay. Nothing matters. Nothing else really matters. But letting my anger speak for myself. And we have dry prints, so it's been a couple of days, and I'm actually almost completely done editing this video. And I'm really stoked to see what the end result looks like, because honestly, as I was editing this video, the contrast seems a tad too harsh. The whites seem extremely bright, and I don't know what to think about it. So let's hope that the dry down is in my favor and that they look good. So let's check them out together. I brought in a lot of my final prints that I was storing in the house. I brought them to the dark room because now that I have air conditioning in here, the temperature is safe. It's safe for all of my equipment, for my chemistry, for my artwork. So I brought it in from the main house because the main house, it's too hot. It's disgustingly hot. We had a really bad heat wave, and I think we're gonna have it again soon. So I just felt super bad, and I brought in my prints, and throughout the next couple of days in here, as long as I have that main house really hot, I brought in some of my artwork, some of my framed artwork. So you'll see that within the darkroom like later on when I'm working in here. Okay, I'm just slightly worried because this one's a little too bright, the white. So I really love that the water's not so dark. I like that you can really see the texture of the skirt, just the water really soaking her up. I like that this over here is actually lighter. Maybe some people would think of maybe burning this, but I like it. I like that it's light right here. Her face is bright, but honestly, Brenda is really light-skinned. So maybe it's not that bad. I think her face is slightly soft, and her blouse is very bright, but there's still some shadows on the blouse. so it's not like completely white, so that's good. And you can also see kind of where the water is soaking up some of the blouse. I like it. I hope I have one that's better. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. This second one, I'll show you a close-up, and I hope you can see what I'm saying. I hope I do a decent job in documenting it. But the blouse is much better in this one, especially on the sleeve down here. I think that's where it was more of a problem for me in the first photo. This one looks good. And yeah, her face is slightly soft, but not too bad. I really love it. I love it. And I want to show you, since I was mentioning that I have framed artwork now in my darkroom, right behind you where my enlargers are, I have this same photograph, but I made a tiny print on a warm tone paper, which is framed. And I'll love to show you that in just a bit. Although it was framed in regular glass, so there's that, it reflects, so I hate that. But I couldn't, at least the place I go to get my photos framed, they don't have museum glass. But honestly, I think I'm gonna start looking at other places because it really bugs me to frame my photographs not using museum glass. So wish me luck. But I love how this is turning out. I think I saw something I have to spot. Wait. Did you see what I have to spot in the first photo? Because I missed it. Is it a hair? I don't know what it is. Maybe my negative is scratched. Thank goodness for the dry down. This photo is pretty identical to the second one. Oh, this one's much more on the darker side. The blouse is very nice in this one, but the water's too dark for me. And her face is too dark. And this was a very difficult print too. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? I did nothing regarding dodging and burning in this photo. This had no dodging and burning, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no. The one that did, the ones that I thought was supposed to go straight to the garbage, we'll look at those right now. It looks really great. I love how this turned out. And before I jump to the other photo, the first one I tried to work on, that was not successful, I think. Let me show you what the small print of this one looks like. Let me get it off the wall. This is the tiny print. And I love the way it looks. I believe I made this maybe a year and a half ago. This was one of the first photographs I worked on in my brand new darkroom. This one right here. It looked very, very different back then. And I really love how it turned out. It's really nice. I'm not really happy with how it was matted. There's too much space down here. I don't know. I was kind of upset when I picked it up, but I didn't say anything. It's not what we had agreed on, the framer and I. I love the frame. The actual like woodwork is really cool. But what do you think? What do you think of the tiny print compared to the 16 by 20? There's just something that's like just so mesmerizing when you like are in front of a huge photograph. You just really you feel like you're really soaked into it. And it's just, I love it. But there's also something about tiny prints. Whenever I go to museums or galleries and I have to really walk up and really like put my face against the photo to really see, it's just like, it's a really great feeling, you know? So I kind of like that about this. The distances between artwork. I love it. Okay, I'll hang it back up. Let's see if I actually made the correct choice on changing the negative. I believe I made an 8 by 10 print from this negative. And I remember it was a struggle. And I don't know why I thought it would be easier on bigger paper. It wasn't. This was the first try, completely dark, and I had not burned in the sky enough. Then I tried again. I believe it was even worse. I think it was in that order. Then I made one try, and I did not record it because I really just wanted to focus on it. It's not that bad, but I don't want my work to be just not that bad, you know? But there's something about it. Did I make the right choice to change and work on this one, or should I stay on this one? Let me know in the comments, let me know. I think for now, since this isn't a really great photo, I'll just put it up on my wall of flawed prints. This wall makes me so happy, even though it's full of mistakes. Yeah. I'm really happy that I made enough copies of this print because I'm really, really, really in love with the results. I'm happy to put it up in my shop and have it available. But this really, really, really made me want more copies of the other photograph from the same series of the photo shoot with my friend Brenda, because that day I really didn't make enough copies because I wasn't sure of how I would really love the end result, and because I'm so low on paper, I kind of held back. But since I really like how it turned out, I'm ready to make more copies. So if you would like to purchase one, I will have them available in my shop. At the moment, they're only available in my Etsy shop because for some reason I'm having a really hard time connecting or getting my website connected to the shop. So that's my issue, sorry. But for now, most of my work is listed on my Etsy shop, and I send it to you from my darkroom here in San Miguel de Allende, Guanajuato. They always come with a certificate of authenticity, and they're from here to you. So they will be available, but besides this one, I will also be adding another print. I hope you like them. I hope you like them. Okay, you guys, we are now at the end of the video. If you truly stayed here throughout the whole thing, it truly means a lot to me. That is so awesome that this little world of film photography has caught you because I really love it. And I'm excited to hear what you think about these photos. Tell me, let me know. And before I forget, and this has nothing to do with photography at all, but I just finished reading like the best book ever, and I never thought I would talk about any books on this channel because that's just, I don't feel confident in that at all whatsoever. But I won't go into detail, but I just wanted to share how amazing this book was. And if you already read this, tell me what you, oh my gosh, like, did you love it as much as I did? Because it was really beautiful. And I'll put the photo right here. I am so grateful for my friend Clarissa for recommending this book. I do have like a really small book club with my closest friends back home in California, Clarissa and Becca, but we're always chatting. We read the books together and then we just like talk through the group chat. This book is a gem and I cried so much. It's just beautiful. I wanted to share something amazing, and this book is exactly that. So, okay, I will be saying goodbye now. Thank you so much, and I'm thrilled to see you guys once again in the darkroom. And like always, I hope this video inspired you guys to create art, to have a good time, to express yourself, and I will see you guys once again in my darkroom. I'm really feeling like printing, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Until next time, take care, and I always forget, if you liked the video, please do press like, and if you really, really liked the video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay, so take care, bye!